Hello and welcome back to Jimbo's PC Builds. I hope you're all well and surviving the end of the pandemic, strolling into whatever we're going into next. Also, I hope you're not suffering too much from the shortages of stuff out there, pretty much, because everywhere seems to be struggling right now, whether it be Newegg, Micro Center, wherever you're going to get stuff from, everywhere seems to be struggling. Some specialist shops seem to be okay, the likes of mechanical keyboards, etc, etc. And talking of specialist shops, that relates to what I'm going to be talking about today. Today I'm going to do a review of the glorious Model D. Now most people, when they do a review of the Model D, it's because they bought the mouse for gaming. I thought I'd come out of this from a little bit of a different track. Pretty much, I bought mine for work, which is a little bit different than what most people do. But some people, especially they say the likes of graphic designers, tend to go for a heavier mouse, whereas I thought I'd give a lighter mouse a try and see how it would cope with work. So let's have a look at the mouse, and then once we've had a good look at the mouse and its features, I'll give you my thoughts on how it kind of handled me using it for work. Disclaimer here, I kind of work in financial software, so I'm not kind of a graphic designer, but I still wanted to see how it would fit in with a general sort of everyday workload. So the Model D is the slightly larger mouse from Glorious. They have the Model O and the Model O Minus, which tend to be the smaller and lighter ones. This is slightly bigger, which is why I thought it might be ideal for work. Being slightly bigger, it's really good for those with larger hands. For myself, with a small hand, it's not too big to the point where either my fingers are going off the end or I'm having to slide. It's a pretty natural fit. The two buttons on the side are also, for my thumb, are pretty easy to get to. The mouse itself, because we know it's Glorious, is really light. If I pick it up like that, it moves around super well. The cord, it doesn't kink at all. It glides across any surface really well, so you don't really notice that you're using a wired mouse. The feet underneath, which you can change if you want, work pretty well, and it really does work smooth. Now from a work point of view, I found that if I have the DPI set to a right level, I'm able to literally move very fast, and I can get from different sides of the screen, say like when using spreadsheets. I found that using this mouse was easier. I was using a Corsair Dark Core mouse before this, which is a much heavier mouse, and I found that when I moved to this, just navigating through general File Explorer, going through Excel, going through that kind of stuff was a lot easier. It's a great mouse and I've really enjoyed using it for work. As I just mentioned in the overview of the features of the mouse, I use the mouse for generally like File Explorer, Excel, that kind of good stuff, and I found that it just worked really well. It's not the most expensive mouse at $50, so it doesn't break the bank. It's a bit more expensive than, say, traditional like laptop mice, like your Logitech small ones, that kind of stuff. But to be perfectly honest, I would go for this every time. It's a lot cheaper than the Dark Core that I mentioned that I was using previously, and it's just lights out better. I just found using it a lot easier. If you you can change the DPI easily using the button on top, so you can set it to where you're more comfortable, and you can just swipe the mouse across your desk really easily, and you can get it to do whatever you want. It's so responsive, there's no lag time, and you can just do anything that you need. Alright, I hope you found that overview of the Model D useful. When buying the Model D, I also bought the Glorious TKL keyboard. It's a Gateron brown switched keyboard, and if you subscribe, I'll be covering this in a future video, so don't miss out on that. So with that to look forward to, I hope you enjoyed this video and you will come back to see the review of the Glorious keyboard. Don't forget to click the old bell icon to get the notification of when that video comes out. Please like this video, because it really helps the channel in terms of recommendations from our friends at YouTube. Yeah, that's all the stuff I can think of right now for good old YouTube stuff. And as always, remember to